Hey guys, Jaffe here. This is my first video about Bitcoin, and it's going to cover one of my favorite aspects of Bitcoin, which is on-chain analysis. And this is just the first video of why I think Bitcoin is going to go to 100,000 US dollars per coin or higher within the next many months, and to be safe, probably next year or two. Could be go much higher than that, and it could be much quicker than that. However, this is where I think we are in the cycle, and this video in particular is going to cover on-chain analysis, which I love. Let's go. Now, first question, what the heck is on-chain analysis? Can seem intimidating. I mean, it's an intimidating sounding concept for sure. Sounds really high level. However, it's much simpler than that, and hopefully I can explain it relatively succinctly and clearly here. So the definition, just straight up, is on-chain analysis is examining verified and recorded data on the Bitcoin blockchain to predict trends and gauge market sentiment. Okay, obviously a lot of words. But what this means, well, compared to traditional asset classes, they don't have this. Like, think about stocks, commodities, precious metals, gold, silver, bronze, name whatever. You don't know uh, when or how many shares another random person traded at a given time and how much. It's completely unknown. But with the Bitcoin blockchain operating on a public ledger, this allows us to monitor how funds move within the network. And this provides a lot of signals to us as to where we are in the market cycle. And in the next slides, I'll go over a couple on-chain indicators that can give us some clues as to where we are. Now, Bitcoin on-chain transactions are pseudonymous. Big word, I know, but let's compare it to the word anonymous. Anonymous means it's completely in the dark, completely private, and unknown. We have no information. But pseudonymous gives us some critical information. What it does not give us is who is sending to who is sending what amount of Bitcoin to whom. But what we do know, what information we do get, is how much Bitcoin is being sent and when it's being sent. Instead of the names of, say, Rob sending 1 Bitcoin to Jenny, instead it would replace the names on the Bitcoin blockchain with the wallet public addresses, which is just a string of numbers essentially and letters. So we don't know who is sending to whom, but we do know how much Bitcoin is being sent and when it's being sent. And just this information allows us to have many indicators and a lot of potential signals that can enlighten us onto where we are in a given cycle. And here's the first on-chain indicator. It's going to seem intimidating, but here we go. I'll try to explain it. HODL Waves. Now, sounds cool, right? Here's what it is. The black squiggly that you see here, and you see my cursor here, of course, this is the Bitcoin price. And this is the Bitcoin price over its entire lifetime. You are watching right here on screen Bitcoin's entire life from birth to present day. Right here is in 2010, 2011 era. And as you can see, Bitcoin goes through these bull runs, bull markets, bear markets, reaccumulation, slowly rising, and another cycle, another bull run, and then another bear market, rising again, another bull run, bear market, and it just keeps, it seems to have these cycles. Now these HODL waves here are in orange, overlaid on top of the price. And when comparing the HODL waves to the Bitcoin price, as in the relationship between the two, you notice an interesting relationship between the two. Whenever the HODL waves go down, Bitcoin's price tends to go up. When Bitcoin's price tends to go up, HODL waves tend to go down sharply. But what are HODL waves? HODL waves, and this in particular is the 1-year HODL wave. This is an on-chain indicator that showcases Bitcoin buyers on the blockchain that send transactions across the Bitcoin blockchain, and they keep it for over at least a year. So that obviously means these are not people buying, sending Bitcoin across the blockchain frequently and buying, selling frequently. That would be a completely different market participant. They're called short-term hodlers. These are classified as long-term hodlers. Now, long-term hodlers tend to be smarter money. They call it smart money. Not the smartest, but smarter money for sure. And as you can see, as Bitcoin price goes down, as the bear market is here, right here. This is in 2014, the first major Bitcoin bear market. You could see that the smart money, the long-term hodlers, accumulated and bought Bitcoin here, gobbling more of the Bitcoin supply right here. And as you can see, as Bitcoin's price goes higher and higher, the hodlers sell into strength here. They're essentially taking profits as the price is going up. And as you can see, when the HODL wave starts to curve back up, that's an indication, a signal that the bear market, which this was in 2018 here, at around $6,000 here, and then it dipped here, final capitulation to $3,000. The HODL wave starts curving back up because the price is weak here and low, and market sentiment is very bad, very poor and fearful. But the smart money, the hodlers, they buy into the fear and they sell into price strength. Now this was the 2020 bull run, the most recent one, and they sold into that, started curving back up, the bull runs essentially ended, and we entered the 2022 bear market, which we have experienced, and that is now in the past, as we are now entering, which it's looking like we are entering a new cycle, a new bull run, akin to this, akin to this, akin to this. We don't know how long it's going to be. We don't know how strong and violent of a move upwards it's going to be. But this HODL wave is a strong indicator of where we are, relatively speaking, in this new cycle. We are not at the end of the cycle. Most likely we are just entering a new cycle here, very early. Now, interestingly, as I said before, as the HODL wave starts sloping down, that means these hodlers are selling into price strength, indicating that the coins are now being transferred over to short-term hodlers who are not prone to be able to withstand the volatility of Bitcoin. So whenever it crashes, the short-term hodlers panic and the price just tanks as a result. But interestingly, the HODL wave here is not even starting to do this sharp decrease as it did here, here, or here. Could you say this is the start of something like this? Perhaps, but maybe something like here, down slowly here. But overall, the trend is still trending up over time, over these months. What this indicates is that we are nowhere close to wherever the top may be to the end of this new bull run. It's very likely not that this entire cycle, this bull run, is going to end, like, say, at prices close to where we are at now at $50,000, say 60K is the top, 70K. It's looking very unlikely. We are in the very beginning stages of the next cycle. Could that be 100,000? I think it will be, at least. We don't know when it will do that, but it's taken shape here that we are just entering the next bull run, and we don't know how long it's going to take and how high it's going to go. Could it be $500,000? Believe it or not, it could. Bitcoin tends to do this. It was just $200 right here. And within the span of 1 to 2 years, it went to $20,000. That's a 20x. A 20x from these prices of today at 50,000. That's $1 million per coin. That's serious business. And this can happen really quickly. That's how Bitcoin likes to roll. When this HODL wave starts curving down and resetting, like here, like here, like here, that indicates that we are about to enter essentially the grand finale, the final parabolic bull run, and perhaps a blow off top, which is what 2017 was and 2013. 2013 actually had a couple of them, but we shall see what happens. And this is just one indicator, and obviously you can't base what you think of where we are in the cycle on one indicator. You need to look at confluence and see if it matches other indicators. However, those other indicators will need to wait. This video is getting pretty long. Just want to record. Today's date is February 17th, 2024. The price of Bitcoin is currently around $51,000. And if you're watching this video deep into the future, let's say you're watching this in the year 2030, 2035, or even later, you're probably looking at that price, and yeah, it's very cheap, as you can probably see, unless the world ended, but I'm optimistic. I don't think the world will end. You're looking at that price, and it's cheap, and you wish you would have bought more Bitcoin right now. And no matter where the price is now that you're watching the video, even deep into the future, even if it's at $1 million, 10 million, 500,000, 250, whatever it is, don't be discouraged. This thing is going to go up indefinitely just based on the fundamentals in US dollar terms. But we'll get to that in another video, I am sure. But for now, subscribe. And if you like it, share with other friends, family, comment down below, let me know. You know the deal. All these other YouTubers let you know to subscribe and all this jazz. Yeah, that's it. Looking forward to the next one, guys. See ya.